You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network. Okay, this is a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. As always, I'm so excited to be able to come on air on LouddMouth Radio Network. This is your host, Sunny, and I have a very special guest that is going to speak vividly about her amazing business on this episode of 10 for 10 on LouddMouth.com. We have Ms. Sequoia Robinson, who is the property and owner of Pawfectionist Pet Grooming. How are you doing today, Sequoia?
I'm doing very well.
Wonderful. So this is an opportunity for you to have your bragging rights, okay? So
okay. All right.
Yes. So I always like to just kind of dive into the opportunity of you getting a real opportunity to share about your business and get into a little bit of the details of what made you start this business. And I love the name Pawfectionist, by the way. Let me just start there first. I think that's a cute spin on your craft, to say the least, right?
Right. Right.
So my very first question, what I would love for you to do is to introduce yourself. Let us know where you're located. And the very first question I want to ask you is, why did you become an entrepreneur?
Okay, so my name is Sequoia, and my business is located in Mineral Bluff, Georgia, in the mountains. It's outside of Blue Ridge, Georgia, for anybody that doesn't know anything about Mineral Bluff.
Yes.
The reason why I started this business is because I have worked at a lot of grooming salons that say they cater to every single pet, and honestly, they really don't. They don't spend a lot of one-on-one time with the pets, and it's just rushed right through.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to start something where I can actually slow down and take my time and get to know every pet, as well as provide a beautiful haircut that I love doing so much.
Ooh, so important, Sequoia. Can I tell you, I'm giving you the honorable bow right now, because that is so important. As a pet parent, with a dog, and a sensitive dog, a lot of our pets will tell you by their body language and express their levels of anxiety and discomfort. And of course, I think at all times they're probably a little bit nervous, but then there's a certain sentiment of ease that if you pay attention to your pet, they will let you know very quickly that, Mommy, I don't want to stay here.
Exactly.
She beats me when you're not here, right? And
a lot of salons are just very, very fast-paced. So
correct, and that's commendable, because literally I can definitely identify you wanted to have more control. With your time, and I think it's equally important, which is how Jazz and I have always tried to interview the aspect of introducing our dog to a groomer or to a location. How well just me passing him over to you, how he responds coming to you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It tells a lot. It tells a whole lot. So my next question, you kind of tipped into it, which was, how did you start your business? And you can feel free to give a little more detail how you kind of made that transition. I know why you got to the point where you are, which you kind of gave a little bit in your intro. So how did you end up starting this actual segment as Pawfectionist Pet Grooming, especially in Mineral Bluff, which is, like you said, an area that's north of Atlanta. How far out of Atlanta are you, time-wise?
About a good 2 hours, give or take.
Yeah, so that traffic is not a question. So, okay.
Now that's without traffic. With traffic, I have, no
take an overnight bag, right?
Right.
So how did you transition into starting this business?
To be honest with you, when I actually left the grooming salon that I was at, I was so stressed out, I was actually not wanting to groom anymore. When I came up here in the mountains, and I just overheard a lot of people not happy with the grooms that they're getting from certain shops that they're in. Not trying to bash anybody here. Like, that's not something I ever want to do.
Not at all.
But
not at all.
There's been a lot of pets that are not getting the right haircut, or pets that are being kicked out because of their stress or whatever the case may be. And it kind of sparked like what I normally do anyway. Like, I love grooming. I love giving haircuts to dogs, but I don't like being stressed out. So I kept hearing it over and over and over again. So I just said, you know what? Let me just do this on my own and not go in a salon. Create it myself. I can create a slower pace versus working someplace that's really fast. And let's just see how it goes. And so far, I have not regretted it. It's been great.
That is amazing. And what is so cool is that you've identified a problem or area not only for yourself but also for your clientele, that there was some obvious levels of anxiety, not, satisfactory as far as the services itself. And then on top of that, you kind of really fell into a need that was already a calling for you to come into. So that in itself is a recipe of success. Even before you got to the point of saying that you've been doing this now for how long?
I have been grooming for 18 years.
That is amazing. Now, how long has Pawfectionist Pet Grooming been going now that you've moved it into your own location?
Pawfectionist, I started in November. So November of 2021.
So we're 4 months in. November, December, January, February. Yes, fairly new. Okay. So the cool thing is you grooming and you accumulating new relationships, and of course word of mouth will travel as things are progressing. And so now that you're at the point where you're able to bring these pets as well as yourself out of high levels of anxiety, or kind of taking them off an assembly line when it comes to the grooming process, right?
Right.
What do you offer with the services that you're providing now?
Okay. Really just depends on what the owner wants. I can do full haircuts, mini grooms, which is just cleaning up face, feet, sanitary, not really a full haircut. Of course, there's baths included, nail grinding, trimming. I also do hair coloring for anybody that's interested in coloring their pets and making them all fun and cute. I do hand scissor work. I mean, I do a lot. I love it. So
that is amazing. And what areas are you servicing or providing your service? Like, what general areas are around you besides the Mineral Bluff?
There's Blue Ridge, McKaysville, Blairsville, Ellijay, Murphy, North Carolina, because I'm only 5 minutes away from the state line.
Oh, wow.
And those, basically those surrounding areas.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Okay. So with those areas, you got a good, vast areas of service. And then I will tell you this, that it's always a blessing because you may be considered rural remote for some, which is even more reason why the demand is so significant, because it may not be as much of a population of groomers in your area. So I don't know specifically, how that affects the surrounding area of what they say, quote unquote, competitive grooming salons. But, the areas in which you're talking about, and I'm sure there's quite a few people out there in that area that have pets. So for you to be able to, to be able to service those people is just more so letting them know that you're there and letting them know that you're able to provide these services, which is an even more reason why this 10 for 10 is happening. As we're doing our conversation, what would you like the public to know about your business that may not be as significantly front and center?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Is there anything that you would like the public to know about your business that may not be front and center, that that is something that you're providing, that if they was just to see the information they may not know, just off of seeing the general information about you?
That they may not know. I'm not really sure.
Maybe even and it could be maybe you have a personal goal Like I know you mentioned you made the transition from the other salon. So you may have kind of answered this a little bit earlier on when you did say that you were not wanting to rush them, right? Which I think is kind of a part of your name.
Yes. I'm strictly one-on-one. So whoever makes the appointment, I do not overlap appointments. Whatever haircut I'm going to be doing on your pet, of course we do discuss it over the phone or through email or even through text. I will create a time block for said pet, and it'll just be me and that pet. I do not overlap any appointments coming in because I want to make sure I have my mind, my whole attention on that dog while they're there. I also groom cats too for those who also need their cat groomed. And again, it's strictly
That's awesome. And you know what? I'm so glad you took a moment to think about that. I know I kind of hit you with that question. But I know sometimes there's a lot. Yeah, that's all right. Because you know what? Sometimes there's things that are front and center about the business that some people may not necessarily obviously know. And that is a very good response. And I'm going to tell you what, as you were saying, and I thought about it, I said, how much more of an anxiety level decreasing did you just do for only you and for the pet? Because I can tell, like, when we take our dogs to a lot of these pet grooming shops, there's multitudes of pets in the room. So there's distractions, there's other dogs barking, other dogs that are maybe necessarily in distress or feeling some kind of pressure being in the cages, or, so I can only imagine how much more, easier it probably is for you that the dog is not as, hyped up from other dogs, distracting them.
Right.
So that's got to be significant.
Try to make it as stress-free as I possibly can. I specialize in a lot of animals that are very nervous, very shy. A lot of them have been kicked out of salons, whether they've been considered aggressive at that salon or not. I do not care. Bring them in, and I will do the best I can to get them done.
Oh, nice. And I was going to say, do you have a slogan or mission statement or core value that highlights your business foundation too, Sequoia?
Not really. It's all in the name. Like, I just like every pet to look as best as they possibly can because I am a perfectionist. So
it's all blended, right?
Yes.
And lastly, I want to ask you, what fuels you to run and continue to do your business, each and every day for, as you're running and operating?
What keeps me going is just hearing the success stories I hear from clients. Basically, they didn't have a good experience here or there, or they didn't have a good haircut. And then after I'm done, just seeing the owner's face light up when they have that beautiful haircut they've been wanting, or, they see their dog walking out all happy or whatnot. Like that's what keeps me going.
Absolutely. I love it. And I'm just grateful. Thank you so much for spending this time and having an opportunity to share this segment. This is one of the featured things that, as a platinum member of LouddMouth.com, we want to give our members the opportunity to give more insight about their business. And I think it's so important that things like this are so important because a lot of times we're not the only business in the operation or industry that we're working within. So there is a uniqueness that lies with each and every one of us. And I think it's just important for people to be able to hear and know what's behind the personality and the emotion behind the services or business that's being provided. And I think you did an excellent job giving us all that insight. So thank you so much for giving us that.
Of course.
Yes. What I want to do, Sequoia, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I'm going to let them know before we wrap. You can go ahead and give a little bit of info about your business and how they can find you, okay?
Okay.
You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network. On a tight budget? Find local savings on LouddMouth.com. Find great coupon deals in your area of local restaurants, hair salons, auto, home improvement, contractors, and more. Rate and review your favorite businesses or click and connect them on your favorite social network pages with a friend. LouddMouth.com, the voice for local search, local business, and local savings. Register your small business online today with LouddMouth.com, the small business choice for affordable internet and local advertising with plans as low as $65 a month. Create your business mini website profile promoting your products and services. Join the LouddMouth network and get top placement on LouddMouth.com today.
Okay. My name is Sequoia. I am the owner of Pawfectionist Pet Grooming. We're a home-based grooming salon located in Mineral Bluff, which is 10 minutes outside of Blue Ridge, Georgia. We specialize in grooming dogs and cats. Every pet will receive a spa-like service with luxury shampoo, conditioner, ear cleaning, nail clipping, filing if they allow us to do it, blow dry, brush out, and a hairstyle of your choice. Prices vary on size of pet, their coat condition, and of course, whatever haircut you would like for your pet. You can find us on Facebook. It's Pawfectionist Pet Grooming on Facebook. You can also reach us at 470-526-8022. That is the number. And you can also find us on LouddMouth.com. And be sure to leave a review if you would, please. Thank you.
No matter the time or the season, we're open and available 24/7. Shouldn't your dealership be too? Carumba.com, the convenient online used vehicle marketplace. Register your independent dealership now. You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
When you buy Kroger brand products, you feel like you're winning. That's because they offer proven quality at lower than low prices. In fact, we guarantee that you and your family will love how Kroger brand products taste, or you get your money back. So next time you're shopping for the family, look for delicious Kroger brand products, because they'll make you all feel like you're winning. Shop now, in-store, or online. Bakers, fresh for everyone.